This is the 35th day of my commitment. I'm speaking to the camera for 15 minutes every day, practicing my English, working on my grammar, improving my non-verbal communication. And today I'm gonna continue talking about 5 axioms of communication. Actually, it's not true. I'm not gonna talk about these bloody axioms because I'm tired. This is the easy way of expressing my emotions. Actually, I realized that I don't want to do this exercise, to use books to talk about what I'm doing. For the last 5 days, I talked about certain concepts which I learned from the book Communication Works. And I enjoyed it at the beginning. It was funny. I was able to read the concept, then I was talking about the concept, and it helped me to figure out better what this concept meant and how to use it in the future, how to apply it to my own communication, how to train my skills. But eventually I realized that there's no spirit in my talks. There's nothing. I do it not to really express myself. I do it to get your approval, to show you that I'm doing something meaningful. So that was a kind of realization. I decided that I don't want to continue talking about different concepts. I may learn them. If I need to understand them better, I can just do it for myself. I may stand out, talk to the camera, record it, then watch it, and then delete it. Or, upload it on some. No, it's not this exercise. So this exercise, 100-day commitment, it's all about me sharing my life, sharing my experience, what I'm doing. And I don't want to make it formal. I don't want to make it stupid. I don't like it. And honestly, I don't believe that all these concepts about communication are important. So I started thinking about it deeply and realized that for me, I feel a kind of disgust when I talk about these concepts. But anyway, I want to finish the task. So today I want to just tell you a few more axioms from the book and end it. And from tomorrow, I'm going to start a new line. I'm going to talk about my experience, about other activities which I'm currently engaged in. One of them watching lectures by Wes Cecil, another watching lectures by Shelley Kagan, in others writing daily, in others studying topics like labor. This is the topic of this week for the speaking club. Thinking about conversations. Now it's very important for me to understand better how to conduct perfect conversations. By perfect, I mean not perfect, but the best possible conversations. And I have to think about it deeply. Communication can help me, but thinking is more important because I can create models of communication and then apply these models for real conversations instead of just learning different models from the book and then trying to apply these models to the real life, but not even trying to apply, but just talking about them. I don't like to talk about things. I like to do things and then talk about what I'm doing. Anyway, 2 more axioms. One of them is there's digital and analogic content. So it almost like the second axiom where there's in every interaction there's a content message and a relationship message dimension. Content and relationship dimensions. And here analogic and digital means information, so my words, whatever I say, it's digital. You may just listen to it and then reproduce it or use it for your own purposes. And analogic information, it's my nonverbal communication. So how I say it, the tone of my voice, the expression, emotions which I put into my words, it's all analogic. The fifth axiom of communication is there's complementary and what's another word? Okay, I don't remember words and I don't care. There's two types of communications. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. So when we have a dialogue, we may mirror each other. For example, I may show anger, and you may show anger. You may reflect my anger. So we both are angry and we argue. Or it's, I forgot the name, probably it's reflective, whatever. And the second is, I may show anger and you become calm and you just, try to complement my behavior. So if I happy, you're sad. If I funny, whatever, you're sad. Funny, happy, seems to be similar concepts. Anyway, if I aggressive, you're submissive. If I a leader, you're a follower. So it's complementary. And both of these models, they prove themselves to be wrong if we only use one of them. So if, for example, in a relationship, there's a couple, wife and husband, whatever, they use these models. For example, one is always aggressive, another is always passive. Or, this doesn't mean aggressive, passive. It means like if one have certain emotional attitude, mood, another try to complement them. Whereas an opposite model will be when we have the same attitudes. So we are both aggressive, we are both happy, we are both laughing, or we are both complaining. And the best way of interacting with people is using both of these models when necessary. And that's all. I don't want to make any more examples. I just want to stop talking about communication works. I don't like it. It's not what's important for me now. I like to talk about other things. And how much time do I have? 7 minutes. That's cool. I have 7 minutes. Minutes. Why? And complaining starts again. So why say minutes? What the fuck with my pronunciation? Yeah, minutes. Okay, that's fine. Let's go on. Now, I want to focus my attention on certain things which I am currently working on. All these things are related to my studies. So now I'm studying philosophy. I'm studying communication, obviously. I'm studying, it's all philosophy actually. So I'm watching 2 courses of lectures almost every day, few lectures of one course and 1 lecture of another course. They're all related to philosophy, and I am reading Beyond Good and Evil and writing down it. It's not just I'm reading it, I'm writing the book. I write 1 page a day. I use new words which I learn from the book. I learn these words. And also I'm working on few books. One of them is Argumentation, a book about argumentation. It's called A Rule Book for Arguments. This is the book. And another book is about punctuation, modern English punctuation. And there are certain rules in both books, and I learn 1 rule a day. So I'm trying to understand how it works, how to apply these rules. And punctuation, it's an amazing book. I like to understand better how to use all these punctuation marks, commas, semicolons. And it's not only about commas and semicolons, it's also about certain structures in a sentence. So there's such concepts like, adverbial modifier of time, adverbial modifier of cause. And I'm trying to study it. But again, it's probably also not what I want to talk about. Perhaps I want to talk about these two courses of lectures. One is, again, Wes Cecil, lectures on, what was the topic? Arts? I don't even remember the topic. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So today I'm kind of messed up. But it's okay. That's how I'm going to make a transition from just talking about things which I don't care about to things which I really want to understand and which I really like to talk about. So, lectures. Okay, Shelley Kagan lectures on philosophy of death. I've watched 4 lectures up to this moment, and most of them are, it's like who we are. He tries to explain, he starts from physicalist and dualist views on personality, who are like people, who we are. Are we bodies or are we something more, bodies and souls? And he talks about these concepts and tries to present a certain view, tries to disqualify the soul theory and tries to put forward body theory. Yeah, man, I'm tired of speaking today. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm trying to retell something, and okay, what was I watching? I watched this. How it worked? It worked like that. What was these concepts? Yeah, I don't like to describe things, but it's the thing what I'm doing. I'm learning language, and the most important thing in learning is to be able to describe certain things, not just your experience, but your thoughts and ideas and something that you learn from other people. Yeah, in my actions, when I say I want to talk about my actions, what are my actions? I'm basically studying things. Most of the time, I read books, I watch videos, I process the information, I try to understand. That's when I say I want to talk about my actions. I want to just talk about, I'm tired of talking about the book and about these concepts. I want to talk about lectures, but now I can't really talk a lot about lectures. I need to shift my attention. I need to think about it more deeper and more deeply. And then I'll be able to talk about it better. But now, yeah, what's going on now? Maybe I don't want to talk about books as well. I just want to talk about my life and thinking. Yeah, thinking is one of the subjects which I really like, and it got kind of weary since I was talking about thinking a lot. It seems that there's almost nothing to add. So whatever I say, I already said before, and there's no way to develop these concepts. But in reality, it's not the case. In reality, there's always something to add. There's always something like what I'm doing right now is thinking. I'm thinking aloud. I'm learning how to think aloud and use this to support my actions. Use my thinking to understand better what I'm doing and why I'm doing that. Yeah, I think there are interesting concepts like thinking, and you may pretend that you think, and many people well, at least those people whom I communicate with, they basically pretend that they think. They don't think really. And I think I may I may create a kind of models of what I'm talking about now and describe these models later in future videos. Yeah, that's how you do thinking without preparation. So you don't know what's going on, you just try to put your thoughts together, and maybe it doesn't work when you look at it from your perspective. You see me talking some nonsense, not being able to understand what I am actually talking about myself, and then you think, oh, it's stupid, it doesn't work. But in reality, when I speak right now to the camera, I learn something, and then for the rest of the day I'm thinking about those things which I'm doing, and it helps me to organize my thoughts, even if it doesn't work, doesn't look clear. Okay, man, I have to finish this video. It's 15 minutes already. Yeah, that's all. See you next time. Bye.